Now, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Thursday provided the most comprehensive statement on the Biden government's policy on China. Now, the 45-minute speech given at George Washington University laid out Washington's strategy to address China's rise as a global power. Blinken said that the United States will not block China from growing its economy, but it does want it to adhere to international rules. The United States, he said, that is not looking for conflict or a new Cold War with Beijing.
We are not looking for conflict or a new Cold War. To the contrary, we're determined to avoid both. We don't seek to block China from its role as a major power, nor to stop China, or any other country for that matter, from growing their economy or advancing the interests of their people.
Now, this deep dive into the country's policy comes when relations between the two are at an all-time low. While ties had soured during the presidency of Donald Trump, things have not improved under President Biden either. This administration, in fact, has continued to impose sweeping tariffs on Chinese goods while pursuing closer ties with allies to push back against Beijing. Back-to-back foreign crises like the United States' messy withdrawal from Afghanistan and the current Russian invasion of Ukraine, they've created distractions for Biden, who has now vowed not to let China surpass the US as a global leader on his watch. Blinken laid out the contours of a strategy to invest in US competitiveness and align with allies to compete with China. He also said that the United States was ready to strengthen direct communication with Beijing across a host of issues and would respond positively if Chinese officials addressed concerns. In response, China's Washington embassy said that the two countries shared extensive common interest and that competition should not be used to define China-US relations. Now, Washington's policy on Taiwan was also addressed. Blinken reiterated that the United States' one-China policy that remained unchanged, but called out Beijing's growing coercion in trying to cut off Taiwan's ties to the rest of the world.
While our policy has not changed, what has changed is Beijing's growing coercion, like trying to cut off Taiwan's relations with countries around the world and blocking it from participating in international organizations. And Beijing has engaged in increasingly provocative rhetoric and activity, like flying PLA aircraft near Taiwan on an almost daily basis. These words and actions are deeply destabilizing.
Now, Blinken's comments come after President Biden earlier this week said that the United States would get involved militarily should China attack Taiwan. The foreign minister's speech also coincided with the start of a sweeping tour by China's foreign minister of the Pacific Island countries, another tense front where both Beijing and Washington are vying for influence. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.